Good evening tonight from the Vatican on the eve of the historic secret conclave that will elect the new pope. The ritual begins just a few hours from now. The first vote inside the Sistine Chapel tomorrow. The world will be waiting for that famous white smoke that signals a new pope. You can see the balcony right here over my shoulder here at Vatican City, where they will unveil the new pope to the world right here in St. Peter's Square. But how many days will it take? We'll take you inside the Sistine Chapel before they lock it up with the cardinals inside tomorrow. But we do begin tonight with President Trump face-to-face with Canada's new Prime Minister. Prime Minister Mark Carney arriving at the White House today after winning the election in Canada, campaigning against President Trump's tariffs and against his talk of making Canada the 51st state. Canadians were not having it. In the Oval Office, the president was asked if he stands by his desire to make Canada the 51st state, and he doubled down on the idea today and what the Prime Minister then said. The two going back and forth on this. ABC's chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce leading us off. She's at the White House tonight.
Tonight, Canada's new Liberal Prime Minister Mark Carney arriving at the White House just days after he swept to victory on a wave of anti-Trump sentiment, campaigning against the president's tariffs and his pledge to turn Canada into America's 51st state. Just moments before, Trump setting the tone, posting on social media, "Why is America subsidizing Canada? We don't need anything they have other than their friendship." In the Oval Office with Carney looking on, Trump was asked if he still thinks Canada should be part of the U.S.
Well, I still believe that, but you know, it takes two to tango, right? I think that there are tremendous benefits to the Canadian citizens, tremendously lower taxes, free military, which honestly we give you essentially anyway because we're protecting Canada if you ever had a problem. But I think it would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
But Trump not ready to accept that.
But never say never. Never say never.
As the meeting grew increasingly tense, reporters pressing.
If Canadians don't want it, would you respect that?
Sure, I would. But this is not necessarily a one-day deal. This is over a period of time they have to make that decision. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, if I may. Respectfully, Canadians' view on this is not going to change on the 51st state.
Trump has imposed stiff tariffs on most Canadian goods, Canada retaliating with a 25% tariff on more than $40 billion in U.S. products, everything from orange juice to appliances. Canadian liquor stores taking American whiskey off the shelves. The two leaders say they are hoping to make a deal, but Trump says he's not ready yet.
Is there anything he could say to you in the course of your meetings with him today that would get you to lift tariffs on Canada?
No.
Why not?
Just the way it is.
And at a press conference later, Carney said he told President Trump point blank to stop calling Canada the 51st state. We've asked, but tonight, no word yet on how Trump responded. And meanwhile, our latest ABC News Washington Post Ipsos poll shows that 86% of Americans oppose the U.S. taking control of Canada. David.
Mary Bruce leading us off at the White House tonight. Mary, thank you. We're also